Hey gang, this week's challenge is a big one. I know you can handle it. It is Easter week. It is also Ostara. Happy equinox for all those who are just friggin' elated to be done with winter. Hooray! Thank goodness. It has been a crazy week. I'm finally getting my voice back. That's a funny story in itself. But this week, I want you to live your faith. Whatever it is. I want you to live it. Say hi, sissy. You want to have some dinner? Why is this important? Well, this is probably the most important challenge to date. Seriously. That's it. If you are Christian, Catholic, Baptist, Episcopal, whatever version you are, this is probably a very big religious week for you regardless. But that being said, it is so important to live your faith. And I'm not just talking the Big Ten. I'm not just talking the Ten Commandments. I am talking, not stoning, the cheating ex that you have. Sorry. Yeah, that's fun. I'm talking about living your faith. If your faith talks about constantly praying, if your faith talks about compassion, forgiveness, kindness towards all living things, if your faith talks about, Buddhist, not being owned by your things, basically a life of service. And I think that, speaks to a lot of religions, a life of service. How are you serving others today without seeking to serve yourself? There you go. And that's a very good question for everyone. That's a daily check-in that should happen at the end of the day. How have I done something good for someone else today? How have I served others without seeking to be acknowledged or serve myself as well? I'm big on service. Good on Mother Teresa. No, thank you, not right now, sissy. Here, baby, drink. Sorry, trying to get this in on dinner time. Oh, goodness, baby. Too much. You're not a fishy, darling. We can't drink water. Basically, obviously, every faith has their thing. To me, the ones that I always pay attention to is the fact that the Muslims and the Mormons are the two religions I know that truly live their faith. Talk about missionaries, talk about prayer, talk about really literal to the detail. Now, not to say that I agree with either of those, but Mormons are some of the nicest people I've ever known. I swear to you, with no judgment on my religion whatsoever, regardless. Mormons are always kind to me, always. And I've actually really said, maybe I should become Mormon because I really want the joy that they enthuse in their lives. I really want to live in a way that helps other people in the way that these people are helping other people. And to me, that's what religion and faith is all about. If somebody says that to you and says, I want whatever is making you this happy, say, okay, let me tell you how I'm working on my happiness. Let me tell you how I'm, following whoever I'm following. As far as the faith, what are you doing, sissy? I got ketchup all over my hand. Ugh, it's a fish stick night. So I want you to live your faith. And if you don't have a particular faith, if you are atheist, good on you. Practice compassion, practice kindness, practice honesty, truth, wisdom, service. Services to others is always a big one that I feel everyone conveniently forgets. We love to volunteer when it's convenient for us, and when we volunteer, often I find people want volunteer stations that are suited to them, not cleaning toilets and stapling pamphlets. They want to be doing bigger things. But we have to understand that bigger things aren't always the needs. A toilet always needs to be scrubbed. I mean, literally, my toilet needs to be scrubbed. There will always be a floor that needs to be cleaned. There will always be food that needs to be prepared. There will always be trash that needs to be taken out in anyone's life. And I'm sure that's the same of any church or any nonprofit organization. The little things are always going to be the ones that have to be done. That's life. Just like on a farm, there will always be manure that needs scooping. Always, I promise you. You want to volunteer? Go volunteer at a local farm. Okay? Humility and service, just hand in hand, people. Are you done, sissy? Okay. Live your faith this week. That's it. It seems really simple, right? It's going to be the hardest. If you really try this, this will be the hardest week ever. Legitimately. Yep, absolutely. Why? Because we will realize, especially when things go wrong, Can Sissy please play with a car? Here, Sissy, play with Mater. I understand. Sissy's going to play with different cars. When conflict erupts, how do we deal? He pushes his sister out of the immediate vicinity of his chosen toys. She cries. How do you deal with conflict? You know? How do we deal with compromise? How do we continue conversations that we don't actually want to have when we're really mad? How do we explain to our children when we're frustrated with their behavior? You know, how do you stop yelling when yelling is the only way that it feels that you're heard? Motherhood. Oh, gracious. But it's a big one in life too, especially in workplaces. You know, the squeaky wheel is always the one that gets greased. And I feel like we've fallen into that, especially in leaders in our lives. If you are a leader in your family, which everybody pretty much is, you know, mother, father, sister, brother, we all have leadership roles in our family. And as Easter comes this weekend, we all have certain stations that we do. We always have family over. Each of the family members always has some sort of duty when we have people over, you know, whether it's to take everybody's coats, whether it's to get everyone drinks, whether it's to ensure that there are serving spoons in all of the dishes that, you know, are being put on the table or on the counter, whether it's cleanup duty. You know, everyone has a duty. Everyone has something they're supposed to be doing. And every day as well. You know, what kind of role do you have? Are you the communicator? Are you the scheduler? Are you the everything? You know, some of us are. And how are we living through that in a way that we want to model for others? A way that somebody says, hey, yes, I want to be the kind of mother that you are. How do you do this? You know, I want to be the kind of whatever you are. How, why, what? Don't pinch your sister. I see you. I'm telling you, eyes in the back of your head when you turn into a mom. Don't do it. That's not nice. Gracious. So, it's going to be a big week. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. I want you to check in on Wednesday. I'm going to check in on Wednesday. I have a huge work week. So, unfortunately, that shielding video is going to have to wait again. Sorry. I'm just as disappointed. I really want to do it. But right now, money. I need the money. So work. Yay. Work. Yay. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week. Live your faith. Serve. Serve, serve, serve. Be compassionate. Be kind. Do random acts of kindness. It's Easter. Hide Easter eggs. Like, seriously, take Easter eggs and hide them places. Just randomly. Put them on people's cars. Do it. Put, like, pennies in it. Put a feather in it. Whatever it is. Just have fun. It's Easter week. Give away random eggs. I'm going to have to do that now. It's an awesome idea. All right. Oh. Panic at the Disco. Gotta go. Love you.